Hello, welcome to Quantum Online Academy. This is your Dr. Nagaraju Pendam. In this video, we are discussing about the tensors. Already yesterday, we introduced about the tensor in our YouTube channel. So there I took the 4 different varieties of the tensors I told you, contravariant and covariant and metric tensor, simultaneously hypervariant tensor I told. That is the most advanced above the MSc level, that hypervariant tensor we are using in the machine learning. Today we are discussing about the one more important tensor, that is the anti-symmetric tensor and symmetric tensor. So this question came in 2010 GATE examination, because in the GATE syllabus also tensors are there. So that's why in GATE 2010 they are asking, consider an anti-symmetric tensor. Consider an anti-symmetric tensor. Consider an anti-symmetric tensor with indices I and j. With indices I and j. How many indices are there? 2 indices are there. With indices I and j running from 1 to 5, the number of independent components of the tensor is, they are asking, the number of independent components of the anti-symmetric tensor. What is the anti-symmetric tensor? This is the Pij is anti-symmetric tensor. Pij is a, which tensor is covariant tensor, covariant tensor of rank 2, covariant tensor of rank 2, because how many indices are there? 2 indices are there, that's why their rank is 2, covariant tensor of rank 2. If this tensor is anti-symmetric tensor, if Pij is anti-symmetric, if Pij is anti-symmetric, how we have to write anti-symmetric tensor? What is the definition of the anti-symmetric tensor? Pij is equal to minus Pji. Pij is equal to what we have to write? Minus Pji. This is the definition of the anti-symmetric tensor of covariant rank 2, right? Now we have to take for n dimensional, for n dimensional, for n dimensional anti-symmetric tensor, n dimensional anti-symmetric tensor, for n dimensional anti-symmetric tensor, for n dimensional anti-symmetric tensor, what is the number of independent components? Number of independent components is equal to number of independent components. How many number of independent components are there for a anti-symmetric tensor? N into n minus 1 is divided by 2. This is the formula. For how many I to j is running from 1 to n. 1 to n means n is equal to here what? N is equal to 5. So therefore you substituted 5 into 5 minus 1 is divided by 2. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. 2 1 ja 2 2 ja. How many independent components are there? 10 independent components are there. Once you have to check the answer, how many independent components are there? 10 independent components are there. This is the correct answer. Once again, you have to see. In GATE 2010, these people are asking this question. Consider an anti-symmetric tensor Pij with indices I and j running from 1 to 5. 1 to 5 means 1 to up to n. Up to n means up to 5. The number of independent components of the tensor is, the number of independent component of the anti-symmetric tensor is equal to, what is the, for n dimensional anti-symmetric tensor, the number of independent components is equal to n into n minus 1 is divided by 2. N is equal to 5. 5 into 5 minus 1 is divided by 2 is equal to, if you have to simplify, you able to get the 10. This is the definition of the anti-symmetric tensor. Very, very important. In your competitive exam, people will ask, suppose if you have to see what is the number of, suppose if you have to take a symmetric tensor, Pij is a, Which one it is? Covariant tensor of rank 2. Pij is a covariant tensor, of rank 2, covariant tensor of rank 2, correct, of rank 2. If Pij is symmetric tensor, Pij is what it is? Symmetric tensor. If Pij is a symmetric tensor, Pij is a symmetric tensor. What is the definition of the Pij? Pij is equal to Pji. This is the symmetric tensor. If Pij is how many dimensions? N dimensional. Pij is n dimensional. Which one you have to take? N dimensional symmetric tensor. Pij is n dimensional symmetric tensor. Pij is n-dimensional symmetric tensor. Then how many independent components are there? The number of independent components, the number of independent components, the number of independent components of a symmetric tensor is equal to n into n plus 1 is divided by 2. This is the n into n plus 1 is divided by 2. That one n square minus n is divided by 2, or n into n minus 1 is divided by 2. So please remember these symmetric and anti-symmetric tensors, and how many independent components are there for n-dimensional symmetric and anti-symmetric tensor. This video is very help you to get the competitive examination. These formulas are very important. If it is a symmetric, n into n plus 1 by 2. If it is anti-symmetric, n into n minus 1 is divided by 2. Clear? Now we are informing you, we started the CSIR and GATE physics batch. In the CSIR and GATE physics batch, one paper is finished, that is mathematical methods of physics. Completely we finished in our app. Now we started the classical mechanics. So this classical mechanics is going on live plus recorded classes. Live plus recorded classes are available in the classical mechanics. If you are really interested my teaching, if you able to understand my teaching, so please download my app. My app is Quantum Online Academy app. After downloading my app, you able to call me and consult me and negotiate me, and you take the courses. Our courses will appear like this: CSIR and GATE physics, JL physics, DL physics, and mathematical individual papers also available in there. Now the mathematical methods of physics completely completed. This is completely recorded one only. Mathematical methods of physics completely recorded. If you have to take this course, 1 year validity is there. Otherwise, if you want to take the classical mechanics, now live plus recorded classes are available in the classical mechanics. Live plus recorded classes are available. So now this course will complete up to the January. I am putting the target. I need to complete the January. So January 2025, this course, full course will available. Otherwise, if you have to take complete course, will be available in the CSIR and GATE physics content. Only physics content, not for the paper one, right? So please share and subscribe our YouTube channel to your friends. Daily one topic of the CSIR I will teach in YouTube also. Through the YouTube also you have to learn, no problem. But if you want to learn entire the content, you have to take my app. Thank you so much.